Hello and welcome to Ground Control. In my last flight of this little XK A430, I was flying in 6 to 8 mile an hour wind on the ground, probably closer to 10 mile an hour wind when I was up 20 or 30 feet in the air. And whenever I was flying downwind, I had very little elevator authority. As a matter of fact, I had full elevator in it going downwind, and I was only able to maintain level flight with it. So what I did was just modify this. Hopefully you can see it clearly in the video, but this little clevis on the control horn here just snaps into these little holes. And when I received the plane out of the box, the clevis was attached to the center hole. There's 3 holes in this little control horn on the elevator. And so what I did was I just unclipped it from the center hole and moved it up to the top hole, and that allows me to have more throw on the control surface for the elevator. Now I hate to do that because this is basically a lever on this pivot point, and by moving this up to the top hole or closer up to the elevator itself, it shortens that lever. And so it makes the servo work a little bit harder to actuate that control surface. But when I went back out flying after making this adjustment, I did have much better elevator authority, but I also had less wind. But I think that this is probably going to solve that problem. The next time I'm out flying, if I have similar wind, I'll test it out again. But when I was going downwind in 2 to 3 mile an hour wind when I was out flying last time, I had much better elevator authority because of the damping effect of the 6-axis gyro. It wasn't an abrupt change, but at least I was able to climb when I was going downwind. So if you're having a similar problem, check and see where this clevis is attached to this control horn. See which hole it's in. And if you're having the same kind of problem, you might want to try moving that clevis up to that top hole, give you a little more throw on your elevator, to give you a little more elevator authority. So we'll go ahead and watch the flight, see what you think. Okay, are we ready? Well, we're up. Yeah, seems like I have more elevator authority now. Maybe it's just this gyro, because I was putting, let me see, let's get it over here and I'll put full elevator into it on the return down here. Okay, now there's full elevator. So I think it's the damping effect of that 6-axis gyro, but what I don't understand is why there's so much damping effect in it when I was going downwind the last time I was out here, that I could not climb with it when I was going downwind. Now at least I can climb with it. Nice little plane. Oh, I forgot to set my timer. And I'm just cruising around here at about 50% throttle. Okay, so you saw the flight, the modification to the
elevator control linkage wasn't dramatic, but it was an improvement. I think that at least now if I'm going downwind in a 6 to 8, even a 10 mile an hour wind, I should have enough elevator authority to be able to climb with it. The thing that I was worried about, even though these gyros are very good, if I'm going downwind and I've got full elevator in and all I can do is maintain level flight, you know, what if the nose drops? Then I'm kind of screwed. So I wanted to get as much elevator authority as I could in 6G mode. I think this is an improvement. I wish that the 6G mode on this plane didn't dampen the controls as much as it does. I wish it was more like the A600 DHC2 Beaver, which has plenty of control authority even in 6G mode. But this one is a lot more docile in 6G mode. It's a fun plane, don't get me wrong, but I wish it had a little more control authority in 6G. But if you're having the same type of issue, check and see where this clevis is located on the elevator control horn. If it's in the center, then move it to the top, and that should help. It won't completely solve it, but it will be an improvement. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this little tip. Please give a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe.